We left off 1-0. As usual, the last draft, I'll pop that up in the top right corner. Go check it out if you want to see the full team. We're 1-0. We're trying to go 6-0. In our first MUT draft, we went 4-1. We're going to try and top that today and get to 5 wins. Our opponent has Brady, Joey Bosa. So after the second inches, it's 3rd and 1. He's going to come out and pass, and that I could have made a play on that with McCourty. So he ends up getting the first down. Then he comes out in shotgun and chucks it up. Danny Trevathan was right there. Very close play. He comes down with it later in the drive. I could have sacked him, and I don't know what I was doing. Terrible first possession defensively, especially with the user for me. We go down 6-0, tried to run the fake field goal, didn't work for him, but we're gonna get the ball here for our first drive. First play of the drive, Gronkowski making people miss. The play action Saints over. We hit Gronk underneath. He takes it upfield for a big gainer. 2 plays later, gonna hit Gronk over the middle again. Huge first down into our opponent's territory. 3rd and 14 later in the drive, we're gonna run the Texas double post. We gave Alvin Kamara some time to run. He catches it in open space and takes it down to the 3-yard line. Gonna run the ball out of shotgun here from the 3-yard line. I had the lane open to the left side, but I kind of gave up on that a little too soon, and I just followed the blockers into the end zone for 6. We take the lead. My opponent's next possession, we're gonna skip to 3rd down. 3rd and 11, we're looking to get a 3 and out. He's got a couple people open, but he took way too long to throw the football. That's gonna be an incomplete pass on the quarterback pressure. He's gonna punt on 4th and 11. Marquette King booms one down to about the 18-yard line, puts us at the 19. And on our possession, we couldn't get a first down either. Very weird animation right there, and they said he wasn't down after he went to the ground. So that sucks. He ends up getting that ball back to the 48-yard line. He's on our side of the field after he probably should have been in his own 30. We're going to try and step up and play some D. Couple plays after the big return, he's down on the 13-yard line, and we user a pick over the middle with Danny Trevathan to get the ball back. Big play right there, showing some stick skills after having a really ugly first quarter. We get the ball back with $1:32 to go. I'm going to run the inside zone to the weak side with Alvin Kamara, first play of the drive. 2 plays later, we're just going to run a dive straight up the middle on 3rd and 1. We get a big gainer that puts us at the 34. I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't have any time on the clock left at the end of the quarter. I don't want him to have an opportunity to get it back. So we ran the ball right down his throat all the way down the field. Now it's a 3rd and 2 on his 46-yard line. We're going to roll out, give Gronk some space, and he ends up getting a big gainer for a first down to the 23. That will give us enough space to kick our field goal. We're going to take a 4-point lead into the half, and we get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. We're going to come out in shotgun. Kamara to the left, Perkins to the right. DeAndre Hopkins in the slot. We have Alvin Kamara here in the flats, but I was looking more downfield. I didn't even see him at first. I'm just noticing that for the first time while editing. But we end up scrambling out of the pocket with Donovan McNabb for a 6-yard gain. Very next play, we're going to run the halfback stretch to the left. I tried to kick it outside. Not smart. I should have just followed the plan and went straight through the tackles there. Probably would have got a first down. 3rd and 6, very next play, and we take a sack. Just being very hesitant here in our first game of the day, both on offense and defense. My opponent gets the punt, drives downfield again. He's been spending a lot of time on our side of the field for only having 6 points. We are putting the clamps on, though, once he gets over here in the field goal range. And once again, get him to a 3rd and 10, 3rd and long, and we get a sack. That sack pretty much takes him out of field goal range as well, all the way back to the 34. Long distance field goals are hard in this game, and he just misses it to the right. It tailed off at the last second. We're going to keep our 4-point lead, and we get the ball. Second play of our drive, 2nd and 13. Gronk again. Gronk through the middle to the left side. My opponent's been playing the user linebacker the whole game. So we're going to keep feeding Gronk. Run the cross drags here. This was the play that we ran to Robert Woods. He's always our first read on this play to try and get Robert Woods deep down the field. But Gronk underneath the other way is also a very effective option B for that play. We end up getting 5 yards, and then we run the ball up the middle for a first down with Alvin Kamara. We do end up, though, having to settle for a field goal, and this is a big kick. Long distance field goal, just gets it over the crossbar. It's good. We take a 7-point lead. My opponent needs to score a touchdown. We're user in defense, and we just slid back into that coverage there. We had the man in front of us when, again, make sure you don't get beat behind you in a play like that. Keep the play in front of you. He ended up throwing it to that deep curl to the left side of the field, and we were just there to pick it off. So a little bit sloppy in this game, but we made a couple plays when we needed them most, and we're going to walk away with a 13-6 win to go 2-0 at the start of this run. So we're halfway to where we were in our last run. 2 wins. Again, for my MLB fans, my guys who watch my baseball on my channel, this is just like Battle Royale, except it's not 2-loss elimination, it's a 1-loss elimination. As soon as you lose, you're out. The most wins is 6. Your rewards progress as you go through. First possession for my opponent in game number 3. Second and goal. He's all the way down on our side of the field already. Tried to run the screen on first down, nothing doing. Now he's going to roll out with Andrew Luck. Jalen Ramsey makes the tackle at the 4, and my opponent decides to go for it on 4th down. He almost got that in there. We don't end up doing anything. My opponent has the possession battle right now. We do end up punting out of our end zone 3 plays later. So 0-0 winding down towards the end of the first quarter. My opponent's going to get the ball back for his second possession. This could have been a really good punt return, but we end up making a solid tackle in open space right there to keep him back towards midfield. But he's driving. After losing a yard on a run attempt on first down, he's going to get 6 here on the outside, drawing up a 3rd and 5. We slid our line to the right. I thought he was going to run the ball here, but we end up doing a pretty good job in coverage. Possession catch over the middle, though. We were just a split second too late getting there. He does get the first down, but later in the possession, he ends up settling for a field goal. Seabass in there to kick it, and that field goal is right between the uprights. We have our first lead of this game, and it is my opponent going up 3-zip. We're going to come out in the X dig here. First play of our possession, hitting DeAndre Hopkins up the middle, cutting it upfield. That'll draw up a 2nd and inches. We're going to run verticals now. 2 pass plays in a row to start this possession. That was a dangerous pass. Could have been picked off, but DeAndre Hopkins with the possession catch comes down with it. We're going to go back to this cross dig. Again, Robert Woods, always the first option on that play. He was open. We had Gronkowski underneath again there if we needed it. A couple plays later, X dig on 2nd and 9. We're going to hit Alvin Kamara underneath. Just beating them to death on these short patterns. We roll out to Rob Gronkowski, who once again gets open in space on that middle seam route to the left, getting us down towards the goal line. 2 plays later, Alvin Kamara tries to pound it up the middle, but does not get in. Gets stonewalled at the goal line. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal. And Donovan McNabb's going to get in on the quarterback sneak. We get our first touchdown here. We take the lead. It is 7-3 with 1:40 to go in the second quarter. And we're going to skip straight to the second half. My opponent did not score at the end of the first half. And we get this thing to start it off in the third. Perkins out of the backfield. Makes a nice grab. Makes a man miss. First down. Couple plays later, we're towards midfield. It's 3rd and 12. Running the Saints drags. That's a very good play. You get your wide receiver out wide, bring him back across the middle. If you can find some space for him to run, it's beautiful. Later on, we're down to the 24, and that ball is actually intercepted. We threw it behind our target. It bounced off of his hands up into the air, and a defender caught it before it hit the ground. So my opponent takes possession. We were steamrolling there. We were in a great spot. We had to lead. We were about to score again. Instead, my opponent gets the ball, but he does nothing with it. Danny Trevathan again. The interception over the middle when my opponent was knocking on the door to score. Lots of sloppy football leading us to the 4th quarter. The start of the 4th quarter will be a 3rd and inches. We're going to run the fullback dive up the middle to get the first down. Successful. Few plays later, 3rd and 16. We run the Saints middle. We chuck it up to Robert Woods, and look at Robert Woods. This is why I love Robert Woods in this game. He makes those ridiculous plays that probably shouldn't happen very often, and I'm thankful for that. Later in the drive, Robert Woods again over the middle. The curl post drag. Just too much space for Robert Woods. A couple plays later, Alvin Kamara is going to get a first down on the goal line. We can run the clock out at this point, so my opponent chucks it in. 7-3 was the final. That was a little bit of a defensive battle. A snooze fest, if you would. But we're 3-0. Looking to match last run at 4-0. We get this thing started with a bang. An interception down the sidelines. That ball was deflected, went straight up in the air. We picked it off. Our ball. Few plays into the possession, 3rd and 17. Alvin Kamara in space on 3rd and 17. We went to the flats. Alvin Kamara makes a man miss, gets it all the way down to the goal line. And a few plays later, we're going to punch it in with the fullback dive. Look at that. Everybody gets in on the action around here. We go up 6-0. I tried to go for 2, didn't work. Something I don't usually do, but I was kind of feeling myself. Didn't pan out, but that's okay, because our opponent went for it on 4th and 9 and did not get it. So we get the ball right back in really good field position and looking for Gronk over the middle again. Gronk, that 95 overall ghost of Madden, Rob Gronkowski, does not stop getting open. We're going to go back to the well here on the cross drag. This time, though, it took a little while for Robert Woods to get space. And again, I don't know how he came down with that ball. Just the possession catch on that card is really, really good. Gets us down in the scoring position. We do have to settle for the field goal, though. Tried to run it in at the goal line. Didn't happen. I'll take my 3, though. It's a 2-possession game either way, and we get the ball back to start the second half. First possession, we ended up having to complete a 4th down conversion, which we do. We hit Alvin Kamara over the middle for a 1st down. We're going to start running the clock a little bit here. If we can get a touchdown on this drive and get it towards the 4th quarter, this game will essentially be over. This play, the halfback toss crack, is very good.
Right stroke, put little baby in a spiral.
If you can set this play up right, Alvin Kamara makes the only man he needs to beat miss and takes it to the house for a long distance touchdown to give us a 15-0 lead. We're going to go ahead and jump into the 4th quarter. My opponent has a 4th and 7 and nothing doing. Devin McCourty makes a nice play over the middle on Julio Jones, and that will end the game. My opponent said, I'm done. I am done. We are 4-0 again. I like this team a lot. My opponent has Mel Blount, Rob Gronkowski, couple studs. First drive for my opponent, he gets down to our side of the field, but on 3rd and 2, we stuff him. Has to settle for a field goal first drive. We've played very good defense with our backs against the end zone in this run, and we're going to try and keep it going. We do not get anything doing in our first possession offensively, though. We do have to punt, so my opponent goes up 3-0, and he's going to get the ball back before the end of the 1st quarter. We are going to punt him down, pin him at the 15-yard line, not give him too much room to start. My opponent comes out and runs a toss to the left, and look at this animation. We tripped over, oh my goodness. We tripped over him, and then Devin McCourty just got put on skates. Zeke Elliott takes it to the crib, and just like that, we're down 10-0. On top of that, he ends up getting another field goal to end the first half. It's 13-0, just like that. But like I said in the last run, we will not go down without a fight anymore. We got blown out to end our last run. That's not going to happen today. We're going to hit Robert Woods downfield. Huge gain on 2nd and 20. 2 plays later, we'll hit Alvin Kamara in the flats. Trying to get the first down. We end up getting more, and Alvin Kamara down to the 1-yard line where Donovan McNabb punches it in on the quarterback kneel. So now we've cut the lead in half, but my opponent with another good long drive takes a lot of time off the clock. On 3rd and 9, he ran the ball again, got the clock all the way down to 2:13, and then kicks a field goal to make it a 9-point game. So just 2:05 left in the game. We need to make up a 2-possession lead. Gonna be difficult, but we're gonna try. Robert Woods over the middle. That's an 8-yard gainer. Very next play, we'll hit Alvin Kamara over the middle. Big gain up to about midfield. The 47-yard line, 1st and 10. We run the exact same play to Alvin Kamara again. This time we give him some time to slide out, and that's huge. All the way down to the 19-yard line. McNabb was 11 for 17 at that point. A couple plays later, we go back to that play, except this time, Alvin Kamara got smacked. That fumble's pretty much going to seal the deal on this one. We lose it by a score of 16-7. We were really close there to making it a 2-point game, but just too big of a hole to climb out of in the first half. So we lose it 4-1 again. Both of our first 2 runs end the same. Right here, we get a 20K coin quick sell, so we're going to go ahead and bang that out. We also get a pack with a bunch of Super Bowl trophies in it that we can use. We got that competitive champions pack in it. This is a competitive contender pack, has a bunch of gold cards in it. Gonna probably sell these. That Tyler Higbee's actually gonna end up being the best tight end on our team now, so I guess I'll take that. This is the the competitive champions pack. We get to choose between a elite pack or a 30K coin quick sell. We went with the 30K coin quick sell because I'm trying to get my bank up right now so that I can make some really expensive purchases in the next couple of weeks so that I can start playing competitively. If you're excited for some actual gameplay with my ultimate team, smash that thumbs up down below because I've been grinding. The team's looking good. It's only going to get better, and I'm going to be playing a lot of Madden over the next couple of months. So hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you are new. I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.